We've got the Go Fish Cam right here tied on to our Pompano rig, and we're gonna chunk this out and get some underwater footage, see how those fish are reacting. So the very first thing we see right here is a school of bluefish, and they are not interested. We have shrimp on our hooks, and these guys just didn't want any part in it. There's a ladyfish coming into frame. And even the ladyfish isn't hungry, which is very unusual because if you know anything about ladyfish, they tend to eat anything and everything. Here's a hardtail. That's a big blue runner, aka hardtail, and he seems semi-interested, but he's not taking the bait. So, and look at the pompano on the right-hand side of the screen. Nice pompano. Yeah, that hardtail is like, nah, I'm good. And there's a nice pompano swimming by right there. Obviously not interested in another nice pompano. And as I said, the bite had really shut down. And so, as you see, these fish just aren't hungry at all. Or at least they don't want what we have to offer. Another pesky hardtail. Not interested. Just wanting to play with his food. When a fish won't take a shrimp, you know that they're not really in a feeding mode. Some more ladyfish. It's really cool to see how these fish react underwater. And this is just a standard pompano rig that we're using right here. And, you know, this is a very popular rig. It's what most people use on the beach. So, look at all these hardtails. And school of hardtails and can't even get a bite. Here's a needlefish. And then here comes a school of pompano. Nice school of pompano swimming right by. Not interested. You know, sometimes they're just not interested. Here's my second stop of the day. I moved down the beach 4 or 5 miles just to try to get into some different water. And I also put on a bigger bait, as you will see right here. So as you can see, we got a big hardtail on there for bait. And I did that in hopes to attract like a shark or bull red or something like that. There's a couple ladyfish swimming by. And of course, we've got a crab, folks. We have got a crab problem in Pensacola, Florida right now. You can hardly surf fish. There's some hardtails. I mean, you can hardly surf fish because of the crabs. Some cigar minnows, which are great bait. I think we got 2 crabs on the bait now. I mean, it is just crazy town. And look at that, guys. There's a big stingray just chilling. He's just cruising by. And a lot of times stingray will pick up your cut bait, but that one did not want any part of it. Crabs, man. It's crab UFC over there. They're battling it out for the cut bait. And look at that, guys. There's some pompano coming into frame with the hardtails. That was kind of cool. I mean, my bait does not stand a chance, folks. So here is my second cast with the Go Fish Cam. And this time I threw it out with pompano rigs with floats in order to try to keep it away from the crabs to see if that would work. That's just some little strips of cut bait. Maybe we'll get a blue, maybe we'll get a red, and boom! We've got Air Crab Jordan over there. Just leaps up to get the bait. And so naturally the floats did not make that much of a difference. And we got a bunch of mullet coming into the left-hand side right there. Nice mullet. This time of year we get a lot of mullet down our beach. And a lot of fish follow them, like sharks and jack crevalle and different stuff like that. And there's some hardtails, kind of getting fired up. Like I think the hardtails are going to take the bait, but they just don't. Nonetheless, pretty cool footage and some really clear water. And this is my final stop of the day. It is the afternoon, and it's interesting because every stop, the water color is different. Right here, it's pretty grassy, so the visibility isn't that great. Naturally, we've got a crab first, obviously, of course. 2 crabs immediately. Man, if you're wondering why you're losing your bait while you're surf fishing right now in Pensacola, Florida, it's because of this right here. There are just so many crabs out there. It's just crazy. But here comes a bluefish into frame, and he gets hooked for a split second and comes off. That was our chance, right? But here comes a hardtail. That hardtail's fired up. He's gonna eat. He's gonna eat. And he sure enough does. And we have got a fish on, our first fish on the Go Fish Cam. And this is me back at the beach. Just a hardtail, but still pretty cool. That's the first fish that I've ever caught with the camera. If you enjoy the underwater videos, please do me a favor and shoot me a big thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Really appreciate you guys watching.